I'm here with Leon-Luc Mendonca. Leon, you just made a draw against Jordan, and it was a very interesting, messy game. We'll get to that in a second. But first, it's our first interview this tournament. Last year, you won the Challengers. You're making your debut in the Masters. How did it feel on the first day, to come out?
I was very excited to play over here, but unfortunately, I became quite sick. Pretty much after the first game, and I just played a couple of terrible games, and now I'm kind of okay health-wise, and I'm trying to pick up my pace back again.
Yeah, and today, it looked like a fighting game. I'm going to hand you the iPad to take us through what was happening, because it was not easy to follow.
Yes, so he surprised me with the Grunfeld, basically, and I decided to just play this Queen A4 thing. I didn't know much, but I figured we'd just get some complicated position to play. And after Bishop G5, C5, I just played Bishop C5, Bishop G5 over the board, and we were pretty much out of book over here. And he played pretty normally, but suddenly he just became worse because, well, he couldn't really solve his problems in the position, and I was just developing normally. And then he tried this sort of kamikaze knight G4 to try and, create some sort of play. And I played Bishop D2 very quickly. And after E5, suddenly I realized that, let's say I try to play H3 to win the pawn. His idea was to take ED4, of course, CD4, knight E5. And let's say knight E5, bishop takes E5, D5, queen D3. This was pretty forced, I think. And here I started considering rook C5 or rook C3 or bishop takes H6. But over here, I just, again, misevaluated it, and I thought he was getting some sort of counterplay, because if he exchanges queens, he gets bishop E6, and then not so clear why I should be better. Maybe I can try to checkmate him with bishop G5, bishop F6, and push. But it wasn't really clear. But yeah, turns out I misevaluated this as well, and it's just very good for white.
How do you know you misevaluated? Because you analyzed with Jordan, or you did?
No, we analyzed this, but we saw the computer evaluation. Yeah. And even we were not totally sure, both of us, that this was good for white, but we just knew H3 had to be played, one way and another. And I spent a long time over here, and I thought okay, let me just play D5 and just try to be positionally better. But turns out D5 is in fact just not good, because after F5, what he played, and knight F6, suddenly I have to fight for equality because my center is just collapsing. Somehow I didn't grasp this as well during the game, and over here I realized that it's just bad, basically, for me.
How do you deal with such a unpleasant surprise over the board?
It's hard, but you just have to keep calculating and hope for the best, And then, okay, I'll fast forward a bit. We went into this ending where it's really complicated. I had no idea what the evaluation was, because on one hand, his E4 pawn is a bit weak, and I have a slightly safer king, but also my queen side is very insecure, and let's say he manages to trade a few more pieces, he might just get a pass pawn on the queen side and win easily. So that's why I was not sure how to evaluate this, and after a few more moves, here. First of all, B6 wasn't so great, because after bishop B5, I get my bishop out, and E4 is now weak. But yeah, I just thought the position was still very complex. I had no idea it was good or not. And yeah, over here, I think we realized I should have taken on E4, which I miscalculated that after this. I have check over here. And I played C4, and after rook D4, I didn't have much time compared to him, and I actually didn't think I was better. So I just thought, go for a repetition,
And that was that. I saw you guys spend quite a long time analyzing the game over the board, and then you later checked with the computer. How did your over-the-board analysis and evaluation of the game hold up compared to the computer?
We didn't check much with the computer, just the one in the long line after H3 and the one where he gets the queen to D3. That was a huge misevaluation, first of all. And then also later on, we thought the position was complex, when in most cases I was having a slight edge here. But it's hard to say, because practically it's totally different than what the computer says.
Let's go back to the start of your tournament. As you mentioned, it was a double whammy, because you got sick, and then the first game you had a heartbreaking loss against Vincent Keimer. How did you manage to, or how did you deal with that?
Yeah, that was very unfortunate the way I lost that game. But then I just got sick, so my priorities just changed, and I forgot about the loss. Yeah, because I got sick. So, yeah.
How do you reflect now that the tournament is halfway on the first 8 games?
I think the last 2 games, I think my quality has improved a bit, not a lot, just a bit, I think. But I hope to try and play a lot better because my first couple of games have been ruined because of my sickness. I didn't play too well at all. And yeah, even the game against Wijk yesterday, I could have played for more, but I just wanted to regain my confidence and, solidify, like I can actually just play normally and not mess it up too much. So yeah, these last 2 games I've just tried to take to regain my confidence, and yeah, I want to play for more in the next couple of rounds.
In the next round, after the rest day, you'll be playing against the world champion, Gukash. Is that the game you're most looking forward to in this tournament?
Not really. I mean, everybody is strong over here, and all the games we play are unique. So I think I treat every game and every opponent the same way.
And how does the experience of playing in the Masters compare to the experience in the Challengers?
They're a lot stronger here, first of all, and yeah, it's not easy to win the tournament at all.
Tomorrow, rest day, what will you be doing?
Resting, I guess. I don't have any plans here.
Leon, thank you very much for your time. Enjoy the rest day and best of luck.
Thank you.